Afternoon, Dwayne here, Dry Creek Wrangler School. We're gonna take a break today from the series of fencing videos we started. We've had just multiple days of rain. It's just rained and which has kind of put a hold on everything. And so I'm gonna take the time in between here and I'm gonna do a cigar video. I'm gonna smoke a Perdomo Maduro here. This Perdomo Maduro has quickly made its way up to the list of my top 3 favorite cigars. If you ask what would be the list of my 3 favorite cigars, which I do get asked quite a bit, it'd be the Partagas Black Label 6x60, the Liga Privada number 9, and this one, this Habano Maduro. So we're going to go ahead and light this one up and smoke it and talk a little bit about cigars. So we're going to pull this band off with a foot here and come out here. Now there's different ways to cut a cigar, but like to talk before, I just do the basic simple guillotine, just a straight cut here on the end of the right there. Could use one a little bit sharper. And then I'm gonna light it. Now sometimes I use, this is a Zippo, but it has a Zippo butane insert. I like it, it works well. It's got 2 torches. The only downside to it is it runs out of fuel pretty quick. It doesn't have a very large tank in it. And, but it works really well. When I first got back into cigars, I was in Asheville, well, outside of Asheville, North Carolina, and I went in a shop to get some pipe tobacco, and I saw they had a small humidor, and I saw some cigars there, and so I picked one out just randomly. I didn't know beans from apple butter. I didn't know anything, and I picked one out, took it home, and I had gone on YouTube and looked up how to cut it and how to light it. It was a Charter Oak. Now, I don't remember which Charter Oak it was. I think it was the Connecticut Shade. But I took it home and I lit it up, and I got that first flavor with the pepper on the front, and I was hooked immediately. Now, I bring that up, people say, you know, you read, there's some really good cigar guys on YouTube. Brian, Cigar Obsession, Tim with Cigars Daily. Now, these are guys that I've watched. They don't know who I am. We're not affiliated in any way. But these guys talk about they taste chocolate, espresso on the front and black pepper on the back. Sometimes they talk about cedar and this and that. And that first cigar that I lit up, let me tell you what I got from it. This isn't what it tasted like, but this is what I got. I got a really good steak cooked on an open smoky campfire that had been seasoned with pepper, and I loved it. I was hooked. If you was to ask me, Dwayne, what does your palate get from that? My palate gets, this is good. That's what my palate gets. Do I get chocolate? No. Do I get espresso? No. Coffee, cedar, leather? No. I get good or I get not good. Now, I thought for a long time that I must just be a Philistine, just a barbarian, that everybody got these things. I was at the Cigar Lounge last week here in Columbia, and the rep for one of the cigar companies was there, spent several hours there with us, and we were talking, and he said something that just made me feel really good about myself. He said, yeah, he said, I'm a rep for the company. He said, when I smoke cigars, I get good or not good. He said, I don't have a palate that brings out all of the leather with a hint of white pepper, with a hint of this or that. He said, I smoke it, it's either good or I don't like it. And I think there's more of us out there like that than we realize. Sometimes it's like in horsemanship. We watch The Pinnacle, we watch Buck Brannaman, we watch Martin Black, Chris Cox. We watch these guys and we think that's normal and that's how it has to be. And so we watch Nick Perdomo, we watch the Sarhakians, we watch Davidoff and these guys, and we think that's the way it is for everybody, so that's the way it has to be. No, these guys are the pinnacle. These guys are at the top, and the rest of us are down here. You take a guy like Steve Saka, and they say you give him a cigar and he can tell you what country it comes from, what dish, what ground, what kind of leaf it was, how long. Don't expect that. And don't lose the enjoyment of what you're doing because you can't do stuff like that. Learn what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy. And now when you do things, when you learn slowly, you learn to retrohale, which is to pull in, let some of the smoke out, and then release the rest of it through your nose. You get a lot more of the flavors with that, a lot more of the flavors. You remember when you was a kid and you had to take medicine and it tasted bad and you didn't want it, and your mom grabbed you by the chin, tilted your head back, and grabbed your nose and pinched it? Because if you can't smell it, you can't taste it near as much. So a lot of your taste comes through your nose, and you can improve your palate like that, but it takes time, and it's only going to go to the level of whatever level you can do. I mean, we only have so much, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just what do you enjoy and what you don't. There's two main characteristics of a cigar that they talk about. And on the surface, it sounds the same, but they're not the same. And if you learn to know within the range of these two things what you like in a cigar, excuse me, it'll help you pick out your cigars in the future. One is how rich it is, and one is how strong it is. And they're not the same thing. Rich is flavor, and strong is strong. You can take, I'm going to poke somebody with a stick here, and I don't mean to. You can take Maxwell House coffee. If you like Maxwell House coffee, that's fine. Drank it for years. But you can take Maxwell House coffee, and you can put enough grounds in a percolating coffee pot, and you can boil it hard enough. You can make it really, really, really unbearably strong. That's not going to make it richer, and it's not going to add the flavor. It's just strong. Strength and richness and flavor, they're not the same thing. So study your cigars, what you like, what you don't like, and don't put so much effort into trying to figure out, well, these guys, they're tasting raisins and pumpkin spice and all these things on these cigars, and I'm not. Don't worry about that. It's your cigar. It's your time. It's your relaxation. It's your enjoyment. What you get out of it is all you need to get out of it. Okay? Don't determine your success, whether it's in your horses, in your cigars, or anything else. Do not determine your success based on the success of somebody else. You determine your success by yourself. You are your own yardstick. Okay? If you're not enjoying it, if you're not enjoying this stick because you think there may be something you could be getting out of it that you're not, then you're wasting the stick. Whatever you get out of the stick, enjoy that. enjoy that. Okay, so anyhow, hope it helps you a little bit. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, click like. The school's doing very well. We are booked up. We have like 8 spots left for May, June, and July. And then we're already booking into September and October. And so the things are coming along very, very well. We've actually picked up, I'll tell you about this more later, we've picked up another 5 acres here for the school, which has good facilities on it. We're very excited about that. And we're excited for the weather to clear and the rain to go away so we can get back to work and get things done. And so subscribe if you haven't. Click that bell so be notified. Always forget this. Share. Somebody else you think, hey, they might like this, send it to them, and we'll talk to you guys next time.